On this video I am reviewing the Nanoflare 800 from Yonex. This is their current top of the range in the Nanoflare series, which was initially introduced in 2019 with the Nanoflare 700. This is now the new top of the range, as I say. This is a 3U G4, which is the standard grip for Yonex in the UK. I am pleased to say that there is also now a 4U model in a G5 grip, which I'm really pleased to see. It would be great if we see more of these G5s from Yonex in Europe and the UK from now on, but great to know that this is available. Slightly lighter than obviously the 3U, but still fantastic racket. Of course, we expect with Yonex we have the full length cuddler as well, which is a slightly different shape than we've seen before, but usual quality from Yonex. So what can we tell you about this racket? Well, it's fast, it is headlight, and this, as you would expect, is pretty stiff, and you can see where the flex is on this racket. It's more towards this end as well, but as usual, fabulous torsion on all Yonex frames. This is also a very thin frame, so reminiscent of the Nanospeed 9900, which was a massive seller for Yonex 5+ years ago. Very popular with the international players as well. So hopefully this will do as well as that racket. Colour scheme is a matte, it's either charcoal grey or black with yellow and red, some would say gold decals with this. Very nice indeed. I've really enjoyed using this racket actually. It's been a pleasure to play with a light-headed racket that performs really well. My preference tends to be for more of the head-heavy range, but this has been a particular joy to play with. As I say, it is very thin indeed, but supposedly can take tensions up to 28 pounds according to the specifications on the ferrule here. It is very fast, as you would expect from a light-headed racket, but what I enjoyed about it was the fact that it still had plenty to offer from the rear court. So for those players who are looking for power, then this racket may be the answer for you. But let's just tell you a little bit more. Very quick with hitting the real snapshots, the clips from the rear court. Great on hitting the slice as well. But it had enough power that it didn't feel too thin, if that makes sense to you. That it just was missing too much. For some players I know that have tried it, they have said just needed a touch more weight at the top, but that can easily be remedied with a little bit of tape for those players. Once we got out of the rear court and we started hitting from mid court, this racket really came into its own. Very good at the sort of fast and flat exchanges, but just as good in defense as well, whether you're lifting, blocking, driving, diverting the shuttle into different directions. So it had plenty to offer there and was good to work with on the bigger smashes because it could respond so quickly. Moving on to the net, again, very quick indeed. All those little net shots or the knockoffs, great control there as well. For me, it's been a great racket to play with and have fun with. I can imagine this appealing to a lot of good players who are playing speedy badminton and need a fast frame to be able to cope with that kind of pace of game. I'm trying to think which of the top players are using this at the moment. I think Sukamojo's using this at the moment, and I'm sure there's a host of other international players who've already taken to this racket and are using it in their game. It's just a really good frame to use, and if you like that kind of speed in your game, then this is certainly one of those rackets you should be testing and checking out with the Yonex retailers wherever you are in the world. So there you go, a thin frame but strong, fast, stiff, and should help you in terms of that quick maneuverability, the snappy kind of shots that you might need to play, the get out of trouble shots, in addition to all of that. So give it a test drive. That is the Yonex Nanoflare 800.